It's the after, before the night before. We're back to now Premier League action on Saturday. Our bread and butter in the Premier League against Burnley, who are newly promoted back to the Premier League. I'm sure that everybody was gutted how bad we were against Grimsby Town. As I said in my review, the only two things I know about the place is one, they voted for Brexit, and two, one of their locals was on the X Factor in 2014, and she was a fishmonger working in Grimsby. That's the only two I can think of. It was embarrassing, and nobody can blame the reaction that our fans had to it. It was pure utter emotion. Everybody's angry out there as a United fan because we couldn't believe what we witnessed. It was nothing short of a disgrace. Grimsby Town had the ball, they kept it, and they would have been absolutely gutted that they dropped a 2-0 lead. But they managed, in the end, to win the game via penalties after a Burnley hit the crossbar. And that was that. We'll never live this result down, but we know there's certain individuals out there who don't support Man United, who support Nottingham Forest. Can't have a go at Man United fans, actual Man United fans, for being really upset over what happened. Because we crashed out of the Carabao Cup against the League 2 team in the second round of the competition. I think the last time we were in that second round, we lost 4-0 to MK Dons, but this result was even worse than that. Also, back in 1995, we lost against York City, as it was then the Wolverton Cup. So it's been very painful for United fans. We'll never live it down. We're getting mocked from pillar to post, here, there and everywhere, left, right and centre, by our rivals, actual rivals. And Newcastle, you don't count. They have the cheek and the audacity to try and create a rivalry that's not even there. We're not your rivals, and vice versa. You're a small club. No one cares about Newcastle United. Nobody is waking up in a cold sweat during the night worried about Newcastle. You have dirty, rotten murderers as owners who own your football club. They kill journalists as an Olympic sport, as a hobby. Women are not even treated like second-class citizens. They're not allowed to wear nice clothes to get their bits out. So you can't lecture Man United. At least we earn our money. We don't have a sugar daddy, and we don't have, a leak in the ground to get our money. That's what Newcastle are. They're a terrible club. They forget, don't they, that they got rid of Sir Bobby Robson. It's disgraceful that they did that. And then they replaced him with Graham Bloody Souness. Remember, they had, was it Freddie Anderson or whatever his name was? Freddie Shepherd, that's the guy. Yeah? Did Newcastle fans complain about that? I bet they didn't. He was treated appallingly. So Newcastle have the cheek and the audacity to say, oh, they're a great club. They're not. You're not a great club. You're not. Never have been, never will be. So other teams can lecture us who are actually our rivals, but you can't. You know? So cry more. Back to the topic in hand. The team I'm going to pick for Burnley. We're going to put the Turkish player, goalkeeper, back in goal. Obviously, Onana's not going to play because he made some monumental mistakes, like Manuel from Fawlty Towers, that sort of thing. He was absolutely terrible, and he wasn't ready for the game at all. But the Turkish player will start in goal. Right back, I want to see the player we signed back in January. I think he's the Brazilian player. He should play at right back. Centre back, I want to see Euro. He's been a revelation so far this season. Alongside Martinez. I don't want to see Porky Pig, Rick Waller, call him any adjective term you want. I don't want to see Maguire. You wouldn't have Maguire in the Sanchez with him, would you? You just wouldn't. He's not a good player. He shouldn't be at Man United. And that's when I was hammering out when he gave Maguire a new contract. That was an get out of my club hammering. Just what the hell was he thinking to do that? It is ridiculous. You know, Maguire is a poor player. He's terrible. He shouldn't be here. He's like Luke Shaw shouldn't be here. You got rid of some other, duds like Rashford. Garnacho's going to be on his way out. I would keep Garnacho. I think Garnacho shouldn't go anywhere. I think he should stay at Man United Football Club. Why are we sending him to Chelsea? A potential rival. I just don't get it. It doesn't sit well with me. It's a massive mistake that once again the far top Reds got wrong. They got it wrong about McTominay. They're going to get it wrong about Garnacho as well, like many others. Year in, year out. So I suppose we've got to play Delo at left back. I think. Then next, you got the midfield. Midfield 3. Bruno is going to be back. Casemiro. I did say that Bruno Fernandes, I said on X, that Amorim would put him on the pitch and put him in the team in that second half. And he did that. Some would say we got back into the match because of that, but we shouldn't have played him in the first place. I thought it was a ridiculous decision for Amorim to make, but he's been doing that a lot. So you got that. You've also got Mount. And up front, Zirko, Benjamin Zacco, and alongside him, Cunha and Barada. And he cost us, obviously, in the shootout because he hit the crossbar. I'm not seeing anything good yet regarding Cunha and Mbumro. I've not seen anything yet. I wouldn't have bought those two, by the way. I would have bought somebody else. I don't think they're good enough. Are we going to win the league title with those two? No. It's not going to happen. And the top Reds, you know that too. We should have just walked away from the Cunha deal and got somebody else. I don't think he's the right side and the right player to play for Man United Football Club. I just think it's going to affect us big time. It really is. But I'm going to start him in this game. So that's my prediction. I know Burnley have Scott Parker as their manager. I think Scott Parker's a terrible manager. Didn't they get beaten when he was Fulham manager? And then they brought in Marco Silva. The only good player that Burnley for me have is Kyle Walker. I think Kyle Walker's a fantastic player. I've always rated him since the moment watched him play the game. As Graham Souness would say, I've played the game. I've played the game. Yeah, there you go. That's something. So Burnley, they got a win last time against Sunderland, one of their relegation rivals. That was the first win they got. So yeah, we're going to play them, and I think we'll win by a goal to 0 against Burnley. I don't think it will be goals galore. I don't think Burnley will have a competitive edge, and I think we'll beat them. So yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.